On this break, I made the 3 on the break, and I'm looking at this right away, and I'm like, I want to basically take these stripes because they're spread out around the table. There's a big cluster, or there's a cluster kind of where I'm at with solids. So I go ahead and I shoot this 14 straight down, just hit it soft, and then I'll hit this 13. I'm going to drift out into the table, and I'll have several options. The next shot, I actually choose the 12 ball. And the reason I go for this 12 ball is because it can keep me moving away from that cluster of solids. I don't want to get tied up in all those solids. So that 5 and the 6 and the 2 and the 7, if I shoot that 12 a little bit later, I can end up going into all those. If I shoot it right now, I'm going away from it. So I'm going to either play shape. I know I'm going to have a shot on either the 11 or the 9. It would be almost impossible to hold it for the 9, so I'm going to go probably up above the 11. And then I can follow up this 11 a little bit and shoot the 9. And my plan after that is going to basically be to hit this the 10 and then the 14, or sorry, 15. But when I actually shoot this 9, you'll see where I end up. I end up absolutely straight on this 15 in the sides. I go ahead and change my plan a little bit, shoot the 15 first. But if I had, my other plan would have been hit the 10, drift out of the center of the table, the 15 goes in the corner, and I'd have the 8 right back. But since that 15, I ended up lined up straight, and I wasn't any risk of getting tied up with other balls, I went ahead and took the 15 first and kind of moved my way from one end of the table to the other. And this next rack, I make that 11 on the break that went in the side. And I think I actually take an unusual amount of time for me to figure out what to shoot next. Kind of both sets look pretty good to start out with. I'm not crazy about the first shot on either one of them. I mean, it's not necessarily hard shots, but always a little risky to get goofy. Sometimes if a shot's not a real natural shape or a stop shot or something like that. I ultimately end up deciding on the solids. They all pretty much have pockets. What I'm going to end up doing is there's that kind of stripe or string of balls going right across the side where the 3 was one of them. I want to pick off a couple of those balls early so then I have easier shots. So I shot that 3, I'm going to shoot the 1, I'm going to follow up, come off that rail. I don't mind following off that end rail because there was nothing down there to get tied up in. Now I'm going to shoot the 7, and I'll come back with that 5. And once I shoot that 5, now everything's pretty much wide open. The 2 ball is my only minor problem, and I end up kind of dealing with that at the end, which isn't necessarily the best plan. This 4 ball, I'm not quite straight in, so I'm going to hit follow, and I'm actually going to play off of the side of the 15. I know I'm going to clip it just a little bit, so I used inside English, and I was hoping to get the 2 right there, but I rolled too far. That's one of the dangerous things if you start doing across the shape zone. I want to be doing down the line shape zone if I could. There's some strategy video that I put out about shape zones and going down the line as opposed to cross it. But here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have a shot in that 2 ball right up in the corner. And I just took a quick look to make sure that the 8 ball does indeed go past that stripe down there, so I can just drift over and shoot the 8 in the other corner. Please like and subscribe.